Today our guest is the theologian researcher Farid Bagirli. Welcome to our studio. Thank you. Today we will discuss European integration and religious values. What can you say about the religious values in European integration? Of course, the religious values are of great importance both for our country and Europe, but their attitude may differ. Religious is important from the historical point of view, from theologian point of view, but in the daily life in Europe, the religion is of not so great importance, but in policy and economy, it also doesn't have great role. Also, there are differences in views, right? Of course, there are, but it depends on what you mean by views. For example, the attitude for morality, behavior. There is not a great difference between Christianity and Islam from this point of view, but for the civil people who are not religious followers, the religious principles differ a lot. For Muslims, it is more important to consider the God's attitude, but for European, it's more important how other people will treat them. Therefore, in Europe, practical ethics is more important, but for Muslims, the intention is more important. In the process of integration into Europe, what can you say about positives and negatives of Islam? What are the differences between the views? There are two problems. First, the understanding of Islam and what we mean by European integration. If this integration implies development of economic and political relations, there cannot be any obstacle, any problem. But if the cultural values is in question, there will be questions unwillingly. You have a researching work. What is the relation of Islam to Christianity? There's no problem here. The prophet of Christianity is one of the great prophets in the world. He's also there for us, but after his days, there were many changes in Christianity, and today's Christianity is not the Jesus Christianity, it is a church Christianity. It's all case both for Prophets and Catholics. If we imply the culture implied by Jesus, it doesn't differ from ours, but that of the church must be discussed separately. For example, the Catholic Church claims that it expressed the God's preview. Thank you for coming to our studio today. Our guest was theologian, scientist Farid Bagirli.